And she's going to come in with the stabbing too, which is just like I said. I'm going to block and roll this. I'm not going to reach under. It's not block parry. It's roll, clear, or roll and check. This stab could go low or high. It's easy to go low, and we already did that with the sweep drill, so I want this one to go high. So I'm going to stab right at the face. And as soon as she blocks, I've still got this arm, it's still in motion, and I drop both my hands and my body and cut this across the artery. Okay, now I can clear and check just to stay in the habit, which you might find yourself doing, or I could just fling this over there and pause, and then I stab straight at it. Now, she has to try like hell not to wind up and stab around the circle, but to come straight at the target. So now this is truly a rising block with a turn. Make sense? The hard part of knife fighting, the invisible part, which is why I can do drills with somebody that's doing a simple drill, is that this, no matter how I'm holding it, should always point directly at the target, not just at the person. So if I'm like this should point right at her throat. And if I'm over here, it should point at her throat. You see how it kind of follows her? It's not, right? I don't move my hand and then go, oh yeah, my knife. My knife tracks her as it goes. It's always pointed at the target. So while we're moving, if I block, bang, just straight at it. And when I roll, see how my knife curves? That also helps for this. And now all I have to do is remove this, see, and it's still pointing right at her. That's why it comes so fast. Now when I cut this, I don't go like that. I go like this. And this is why you see when I'm empty-handed, I'm always coming back to my body. You see me doing stuff like this. It's because if I had the blade, I'm coming here. This has two things to do with it. If I come here, this is still pointed at you. But now you can rush me and push my arm away. Right? Rush me. Right, you can't. If you try to rush me or take me down or tackle me, come here. This is a perfectly valid fighting. Right? From here, I would throw Tomoe-nage or Sumigeshi. I'd back roll right over you and hug you as much as I can. There is no reason not to. Like when we do all kinds of guillotine stuff, right? And we're here. People are like, oh, how are you going to cut? How are you going to cut? The body moves. I don't have to cut her while I'm sitting still. I can cut her when she moves out. So there's a lot of aspects here. One is that I'm going to bring this back to here, and I'm always going to place it on my body, pointed directly at you. So if you decide that you think rushing me is a good idea, you eat it. And I don't have to be prepared for that. So anyway, back to the drill. She stabs straight in at 2, and I roll out of the way, check it, and I stab straight back at her, and then I cut, and I keep this. So this doesn't go around now. This goes straight back in. She has to go around. And it's straight back in, and I have to go around. Now, the reason that I drop my legs is because, see, I'm still in range here. So I have to drop out of that to make sure I control this. So this drill has a tendency to get really low as we go back and forth. See, and that's why sometimes I'll clear that out. If we're really low and my leg's right in there, I'll just remove it. Right? I won't go, whoops. So the drill 2 is blocked with a 2 and rolled and cleared. This is a lot like defanging. It's just that it's too close. So don't start it from out here. Because if she stabbed from out here, I wouldn't go like that. I'd go, See, but it's the same response to her. It's just that we're in closer. Right. So I don't have to literally speed up my hands to be able to speed up the drill, because it's less distance anyway. Same as speed, less distance means it appears faster. So she's going to go slow. Block. I roll, clear, check, stab, drop, cut. Anywhere on here is fine for this cut. I like coming out closer to the hand because I can bring my hands together without looking. And then from here, I just reset, fire it back. So what'll happen is, I can do that part really fast, but I don't actually stab. she's just finding my forearm because she knows that's the next piece. So I can go, and I lean in with the body, but I'm not actually stabbing it. It wouldn't be all body, it would be hand. And this would be already too close, right? Because it goes hand and body. Plop. And see, I'm not just trying to enter, I'm pulling. Make sense?
Yep.
So the application to it has more elements than just it being faster or more hard. It has that whole like, you're not getting away, I'm actually going to drive through with my body, but I'm going to lead with the hand. I'm going to get this as far out as I can while I go.